Hello everyone, it's Gigi, and this is the second episode of Saturday Morning Makes for me. So let me start off with showing you what I used for my first card. I used this Little Darlings. Is it Little Darlings? It's LDRS. And I used this the second stitch die. I used some enamel dots. I used this color and the green. I used some Distress Oxide in the Vintage Photo. I used my watercolor markers, my crayons. They come in this big box. They look like this. Let me show you in case you haven't seen them. I believe there's 72. They look like this. They are unbelievable, guys. I love these. So if you're in the market for some nice watercolors, I would definitely invest in those. And then I used my Winsor & Newton water brush, 00. I used my Strathmore Ready Cut watercolor paper, and it's hot press. I use this Impression Obsession sentiment that says, escape to quiet places that speak to your soul. I used this stamp from Impression Obsession. It's called Black Eyed Susan. And then lastly, I used this die, which is by Anna White, and it's called Quilted Frame. And I think it's just so beautiful. So let me show you my creation. I ended up, even though Black Eyed Susan is supposed to be for spring, the way I colored it up, I thought it would be beautiful being a fall card. So this is what I watercolored up, and this is what I made. I don't know which paper this was. So, and here's the inside. So I hope y'all like it. Okay, on to my second project. This I used a lot of items. So let me share. I went to, because of Jill Norwood, who's hosting this Saturday Morning Makes, I went to the Etsy shop, Iralami Ha Shop, and I picked up the dress that she had been showing for the Sweet Sock Bunny. And I picked it, excuse me, and I picked it up. Then I used some of this sheer shimmer sparkle that I absolutely love. I like to use it to make things shine. So I used that. I used some Elmer's glue along with some acrylic paint to make crackle. I used this Bria Reese, and I used the raw sienna color. And then I used these two acrylic paints in orange and green. I used one of these carrots. I'm still looking for more. I want another one of these packs, and I want the egg pack, and I can't find them anywhere. And I used some of this beautiful seam binding from My Scrap Cabin shop on Etsy. And this color is Light Parasol. Isn't that gorgeous? Then I used my Sweet Sock Bunny from Impression Obsession. So stinking cute. I also used some magnets from the Dollar Tree. And I used some E6000. And this is what I ended up making. I made a magnet for my fridge. So what I did was I did a solid color of that burnt, what was it called? Burnt sienna, I believe. On the bottom, I added some of that Elmer's glue and heated it just a little bit. And I got that idea from Susan Tootsie Tucker. And then I added color on top, heated it up, and it started to crackle. Then I colored up my Sweet Sock Bunny with Copics. And, oh, I forgot to show y'all what colors I used, in case you're interested. I used E000, E01, and E00 for the skin. And then I used, for the cheeks, R11. Okay? And then I pieced her back together, cut the dress so it fit. And then I added that beautiful seam binding to the top. I added magnets on the back. And she's gonna go on my fridge. So cute. Okay, on to my last project. Oh, actually I had one other. Okay, I have two more projects. Okay, so I got this idea from Susan Tootsie Tucker. Let me just show it to you. And then I'll show you what I used. So I made this chick and she's a magnet. I used some paper from my stash. I used R85 to color the beak and the feet. R85. I used some roses from I Am Roses and also some from Recollections. I used a bow from Stampin' Up. Pink bow. I used some feathers that I had from Michael's, and I tore off some of the white, and then I used some of this Heidi Swap Color Shine and hot pink, and it was too hot pink, so I got my baby wipe and I made it lighter, and then I glued everything on with a hot glue gun. I sanded all the edges down so the paper was exact after I traced it. And then I added magnets to the back, and this is what I came up with. And I got this idea from Susan Tootsie Tucker. Okay, on to my last project. I used these pink enamel dots. And then I also used these enamel dots right here. These ones. Then I used the LDRS, the middle stitch die. I used the Hey Chick Sentiment from this Hey Chick Stampin' Up set. I used this egg, and it's just called Egg from Sizzix Bigs. I used some Hickory Smoke Distress ink. And then I used this new stamp from Whippersnapper called Sitting with the Ladies with this gnome with all the chicks in the back. I thought it was so stinking cute. Colored that up with Copics. And this is what I came up with. Isn't it darling? And on the inside I put Hey Chick. So there you have it. So this is my Saturday morning makes. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm really enjoying doing it. So love you guys. Bye.